Hi there, lovely people. This is the real Mart of Kemet, goddess of justice, truth, balance, and harmony. And today I'm going to talk about our policemen, mainly because when the colonialists came and took over everything in our life, that is our land, our mind, our children, women and men, and finally our culture. They did not do it alone. They came, selected few men, and converted them as policemen. That is what they regarded them as guards during the time of our ancestors. And this guard played a very major role in conquering our land, our motherland continent, um, Africa. These guards were wreaking a lot of havoc to local people, their kinsmen and women, brothers and sisters, not even for them knowing that these are our people, and what we are doing to our people, we are also doing to ourselves. So they forgot about this completely and worked with the colonialists. And this was a way that helped the colonialists to conquer uh, our land. And up to this day, because this is something they started, like for now, we can see a lot of our soldiers here. They are fighting for our enemies and also the interests of our enemies. That is, they are fighting for the interests of the few people here. That is what they are working for. And since those time of colonialism, the police stations have remained the same ever. It's like they are stuck wherever they are. Nothing happens, nothing new happens, and nothing happens to break this loop. um, this is the same thing we have been seeing happening over and over for decades without a change. And it's the high time we end these loops and come up with serious reforms. And also, it's since the British hierarchy empire has ended and everything they brought in our land has expired. It's the time now we take control of our life, of over everything they started here, like the police department. This is what I'm talking about. We can bring changes and reforms because things are getting out of situation. We can see the confrontation between the common wananchi and the um, policemen is rising. There is a lot of killings, a lot of misunderstanding, and we need to settle these once for all before the situation gets out of hand. And let me say the scales of maths are so much in imbalance in police station, because police station are part of the judicial system, and so is judicial system. The scales of maths is not working properly. It is so imbalanced, and we need to bring sanity from to our police station, to our judicial system, in order to make our life uh, comfortable, and also a life that we can regard each other um, in a good way, in a balanced way, in a loving, kind um, atmosphere. This is what we want to bring in the judicial system, because the judicial system is the one which is failing us so much, so much, so much. So I'll be highlighting things we can do to bring the balance in the police station, and I will start with the change of their training, that is inhumane training that they are receiving. That inhumane training that they always goes through, like learning and receiving these treatments, ill treatments from their trainers, that is the former policemen who are recruited in these colleges. We need to end this madness. And also we need to change the curriculum they are taking there in order to help them much better. So this is a good way, changing the training, inhumane training, and the curriculum also. And also another thing we can do is that these policemen, please policemen, stop the extrajudicial killing. You are killing so many innocent people. Like in this month, you kill 5 people in the Eldoret. We did not know what they did. Um, those young men lost their life out of nowhere, and it was a very sad thing. And also you killed 4 people in Mweki protest. These people were protesting their rights. The road were so much in this wanting condition, it was impassable, and the people there are spending a lot of money to maintain their vehicle. So it was not a good thing whatever you did. And also destroying the windscreens and the um, for the vehicles there, it was not a good thing. We have also seen new doings, bad things during the protests, that is mishandling people, and also uh, beating people ruthlessly. You need to stop that. You need to stop this. We cannot go on, people. We cannot go on with this thing. You killing our people because they are suspected um, thieves. You need to bring them to police station, then they let them be arraigned in court. And also if they are going to end up in correctional center, that is a very good way, because what we want is to transform our people from whatever they have been living, the life they have been living. Remember, this system has pushed our people, mostly our young people, to a limit where they are doing all sort of business in order to make their ends meet. So it's the high time we change this and end this thing of extrajudicial killing. We cannot go on with this. Um, Another thing is stop collecting bribes and receiving bribes. You are notorious with this, especially the traffic policemen has this tendency of just framing you with the something you have not done, with the crime you have not done. They would just come and stop you in the middle of the road, tell you have done this and this is not what you have done. But we know whatever you want is the bribes. So stop receiving bribe and collecting bribe. And also this thing of just arresting people in CBD, especially the Nairobi town. This is what is happening. These policemen always stop the young people, especially the young men. They frame you with something. Then, if you don't pass with 200 and 100 shillings, they just take you to the police station. And this needs to end, as you are hurting our people so much. Another thing is that you need to stop framing people with crimes they have not committed. Yes, like I say, this is what you have been doing. So you need to stop this completely. Another thing is stop nepotism, that is favoring friends and relatives. This is power of abuse. This is what has been happening. Whenever you take somebody to police station, they know something, and they know a policeman there or another in another station. They always collude, and um, they make sure that maybe the person who was accused is out. And this is how you have been uh, making this thing of breaking the law to continue, and also the insecurity to continue through this. So you need to stop this and correct this also. Another thing is that kill that attitude you always have in the police station. The vulgar language you always use to the people, like they are not people, like they are not fellow human being. Remember, we are a reflection of each other. What you are saying to the other person is uh, what you are always be. So stop doing those things you are always doing to the uh, local people, or the people who are detained in the cells, insulting them, abusing them. Stop that. Stop that. And also stop using excessive force while arresting people. These we have seen this, like 20 policemen cornering one person. This is so much inhumane. Strength over one person cannot be compared to 20 people, so you need to stop that also. Another thing is that stop working for the wealthy elites of Kenya and work with everyone. Remember, your motto there is utumishi kwa wote, and we have seen you working for the uh, people, especially the people who are in the political arena, the politicians. Whenever there is a chaos, you always go for the people, common mwananchi, leaving those people always who are always there inciting people, and also they are the one who are always starting these chaos, because they like mm, having this meeting. Like now we can see the BBI hits is all over Kenya, so you need to be very very vigilant on this. Like I said, if anybody is held accountable for any chaos, destruction, or killings, don't let these people get away with this. You need to arrest them, take them to the station, and from there to the whatever, to the courts, so that they can be prosecuted from there. So, and another thing we need to do for our policemen, because like I see, this is a new era, we have to take control of our lives. We have to take control of our everything, because like I said, the police department is stagnant. It's just like it's there. The police station um, never constructed. They are using those colonial houses the colonialists were using. The cells are just like that. They never changes, no expanding, no nothing. So we need to come up with a good way of treating our policemen, in order for them also to change. Maybe whatever they are going through the police stations is what is making them to behave in that beastly way they are behaving whenever they are out. So we need to come up with things like building good houses for our policemen. Remember, they are staying in these colonial houses, the old colonial houses, and these policemen do have families. So those colonial houses, they are so small that they cannot accommodate their families. Also, like the houses the government like building for these for these policemen, I don't know where you get these ideas. These loud tin roofs, tin made houses. I don't know where you get that idea. The houses are so small, so outdated. I don't know where you get this idea of building such things to our policemen. And mind you, these policemen, they are sharing these uh, tin houses, like two of them. So this is very bad. This is very bad. A policeman should have a what we call here self-contained houses that has everything, toilets, bathroom, and um, enough rooms to even house their families. So this is a good way of encouraging them and also motivating them through good houses. And also we can um, increase the buying of patrol cars. Remember, like one police station has only one Land Rover that they use it. So, and despite having so many police in the police station, so one Land Rover is not enough for all those policemen, and most of those policemen are using their personal cars. You need to stop arresting people in your personal cars because we would never know who is arresting you, and this has been used by our kidnappers and those people who want to harm you. They can come pretending they are police in these private cars. So stop arresting people with your private cars. Whenever you are arresting people, make sure you use a police car which has the colors and everything that entails it for it to be a police car. So another thing we can do in order to bring the balance in our police station is that we um, need to improve good working environment and condition. Like I said, the police station has remained the same since the colonial time. They are never expanded, they are never built. I don't know what the government has been doing. And mind you, these politicians, the government have been using the police in a very bad way. So they never even give them back um, by offering good working condition for them. So we need to expand our police station and also the condition so that they can be habitable for our policemen. Sorry about that. Another thing we can do is that the cells are in pathetic situation. That is the sanitation. There is no sanitation. People up to this 21st century, they are using the buckets to defecate and urinate. This is very dehumanizing. Another thing, there is this thing of congestion. The cells are so small, they lack ventilation. Like we have had cases of people there committing suicide, and the policemen don't know how they committed suicide. It's because these cells are like dungeons. You never know what is happening, and locking like 20 people in a small room is so much inhumane because even the oxygen there is deprived, mainly because people are breathing out carbon, um, is it carbon monoxide? Yeah, and the air there is so much, the oxygen is less, so this is very bad. And those people you are arresting, they are mainly, most of them do have healthy conditions. So it's we need to add this. Let us have police stations which have ample cells for people also, even if they have committed those crimes you don't want to mention. Remember, they are still human beings. They deserve to be in cells which have which are spacious, that is, which are spacious, So we need to look on that so much and stop rocking our people in sales, that is during the public holidays and also in the weekends. This is what you have been doing, and this is what is making the sales to be so much congested. And also, whenever you are taking these people in quotes on Monday, the cars that you are driver are so much and overcrowded, so much overcrowded. This is something we have been seeing, and this is so much dehumanizing. We need to stop this. That is why we am saying we have to increase cars, um, patrol cars, and also the buses to ferry the inmates. Let me say the inmates who are nabbed in the police, in order for them to be taken into court in a proper way, in a humane way. So we need to look on that thing. And also, to you policemen, you need to stop arresting people during the the let me see, the public holidays. That is on Friday. That is what you like doing. So stop that. Stop doing that. mm. Another thing we can do also is increasing counseling offices in the police station. This is very good. Our policemen are also human beings, and sometimes they pass through these traumatizing uh, events, and also the cases there they are handling. They are dealing with murderers, with the rapists, and these things they do torture their mind. So we need to come up with the good counseling facilities in the police station, expand them, and also employ more people to counsel our policemen. Another thing we can do is offer good salaries and awards. Remember, our police are so much underpaid, and they are doing a lot of work, a lot of difficult work. So we need to come up with pay our policemen good salaries, and also this will rid off our policemen from collecting bribes and also receiving bribes, because the salaries will be enough to cater for their families' needs and also to cater there for their needs. And also we need to change the uniforms. Remember, like I said, these policemen, you are always the first one to give us away. Like for now, you are wearing a blue uniform, which is the uniform for the Chinese who are here colonizing our motherland again, and we cannot continue to do this. 400 years is over, so we cannot go on and witness the same thing happening to us 400 years again. For us to be safe, nothing will under the sun will happen like that. So stop giving us away. um, we have to change the uniform. We don't need the gray and the blue uniform for the of our colonialists. We don't want to sell to our colonialists again. And also stop giving our people away. Stop giving our people away. Stop selling out to other foreign people who always comes in our ad, and the first thing they do is come, or they always run to you. So stop that. So another thing we can do also we need to have the hotline number. The 911 was introduced by our president, but I don't think it works nowadays. We need to have a hotline numbers that are currently working 24 hours in order to help our people. They don't have to be in police uh, station, but they can be stationed somewhere, like a call center where we people will be calling, like whatever they use in the United States of America. We can have such a call center in order for the people to call uh, those who will be working there, and um, for that they will be able to relay their problems, their grievances, and how they can be helped. Another thing is that because the 400 years has expired and we are in new era and people have started to wake up, and the reason that I am speaking this is because, like, currently we have seen people who are light workers. Let me say they are right workers to me, but you can call them human rights activists. They are being arrested. Like, we had one brother that was arrested, Edgar Obare, and he was taken to a police station by this guy, Seth Ko, and it was about gender based violence. And because he's one of the chosen one, don't come into his own way. Let him do his own job, his purpose. Is here to bring the balance in the planet. He's here to do something for motherland. So don't come into his own way. Let him do what he is supposed to do here, what he is called to do here. And over to you, Edgar Obare. Stop airing those Snapchat videos you are airing about lesbianism and gayism. This is not our way. Remember, this is what we are chasing out of our land, because this is not our way, our African way. Remember the balance here. It's all about the balance, the feminine, the masculine, the woman, and the man. It will never be the woman and a woman relationship. It will never be like a man and a man relationship. This is abomination to us, African people, melanated people. So stop doing this. And like one of the policemen said that most of the young people are looking upon you. They whatever you are airing, the content you are airing in your videos, this is what the people do make changes and also rectify through this. So stop airing those videos, the gay and the lesbianism. And also there was this arrest of Mildred Ati, and it was so much shocking to see policemen storming her house with police with the tear gas. Like, and the policemen were so many, using of excessive force for one person, a woman. Stop doing this to our women, because our women are everything. And also you need to stop taking rides to people's car whenever you are arresting them. Just write something and the person will take his or herself to the police station for the reason one is accused of. So stop doing that. And also there was Cyprian Nyakudi, and he was arrested for what they called as extorting. Please, to you who are here to bring the changes, and anybody that I did not name, those who are bringing the balance in the planet, don't extort, because this is what we have been experiencing in our motherland and we don't want to continue doing the same thing. So this is the time we say this is enough. Don't extort, don't extort. That is why I'm saying that all the right workers who are working in order to bring the balance in the planet should be paid in order for them to cater for their needs. Remember, we are correcting the mistake of these people, and these people are being paid a lot of money, and also they are using a lot of money with their this nonsense they are just doing all around. And we are here to correct this mistake, the mistake they have been doing to humanity. So to you, Edgar Obare, that is my advice, like what I have said. Mildred Ati, Cyprian Nyakudi, don't do those things that our predecessors have been doing. It's the time we bring the change and a new balance change to the planet and to our people. And also, we need to introduce a Kagaru courts. That is for the simple cases. We don't need to take all these cases because the policemen are dealing with so many cases from everywhere. So simple cases that are like domestic cases, simple ones, they can be addressed by the Kagaru courts. Uh, Also, we need to introduce pro bono lawyers. Lawyers, that is lawyers who are provided by and paid by the state for the people who cannot afford lawyers in the police station. Like for us who are here to correct the mistake of these who have been doing these atrocities to our motherland and to our people, we cannot continue working for the system or for the matrix, for the false matrix, but we work on on our own. So whenever we have these scenarios that like we are taken to the police station, we need to have these lawyers working for us and representing us in courts. So I don't think that I missed anything from what I have discussed here. So the change is for all of us. The change is for all of us, and we need to work together. So that is it, people. And if you love my video, please like, share, and subscribe.